It was a really dope experience working with C2R and Carriesa on this project. They reached out to me and they asked me to, come and dance, and I was like, okay. I felt a little weird at first, but then I was like, okay, I'll do it. And while I was dancing to it, I heard the words that just kept going over and over and over again. No matter how hard you try, you can't break me tonight. And for me personally, it was just something that mentally I could connect to, because as an artist, as an LGBT artist, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many like negative things that get thrown at you just out the blue. But to have that anthem in the back of your head, like, no matter how hard you try, you can't break me tonight, it just gave me that, that breath, if it makes sense. It gave me that release, and it was kind of like a catharsis. And for me, I was grateful. So I'm excited to see what the project is gonna look like, and I hope I ain't look fat in the video. I hope I tried to be a little snatched, just a little bit. Super. No, I'm just kidding, but I love you guys. Yeah.
For me, the main lyric that caught my attention, that brought me into this whole Break My Soul movement, because that's what I'm gonna call it before it ever happens. Break My Soul movement. I dare you to break my soul. I'm an R&B singer, so I've heard break my heart, break me down. I've never in my life heard about anybody breaking my soul. Do you know how deep that has to be? How into it I have to be for you to have my soul, and for you to break it, to me that's transcendent. And to me it goes past race, religion, creed, genre. That's why it trapped me so much. And by me being an R&B soul singer, right? To hear an EDM track where I hear a beautiful Nubian cocoa brown queen saying, I dare you to break my soul, it felt like a challenge. I dare the world to break me down. So for me, even being here in the presence of this whole video shoot, the song itself, it took me to a completely different level. It actually inspired me to go beyond just being an R&B singer. It allowed me to tell the world, I dare you. I dare you to break me down. I dare you to break my soul. And that's what I get when I work with Carriesa. From working with her, from seeing her create, her artistry, the whole nine, it takes me to a different level. It lets me know that I can do something better. I can be more than what I am. And to have that type of inspiration, you can't buy it. You can't pay for it. It's something new. To me, it's what the world needs. The world needs something new. It needs something special. And for me, when you get Carriesa, and when you get an amazing Chilean producer creating a track like this, and for him to allow her to collaborate with him and do this remix, I think it's something special. And it's going to boost his name as well as hers, as in creating something special and brand new. So that's why I think everybody, when I say listen to this song, the first time you listen to it, close your eyes and see where it takes you. Break My Soul.
So what inspired me to do this was my friend from Chile inspired me to do this. He reached out to me to help him write this song, because he actually produced it and co-wrote this song. He was kind of going through some things at that time, and I was as well, and we just bounced off ideas off each other, and we birthed Break My Soul. And then my team got a hold of the original files, and we just kind of played with it a little bit, and we birthed the remix, as which I hear right now. And that's kind of where that came from. When I was writing the song, I was going through a very, very dark time in my life. I was deeply depressed. I was going through a lot of things personally, still dealing with childhood trauma, abuse, addiction, lots of things that I had no business doing. So it was kind of my way of battling my demons. And when I say break my soul, I dare you to break my soul, I'm talking to my demons. directly, and literally talking to myself as well. And so when I say break my soul, break it, and test my resolve is my higher power that I answer to, which is God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. And that's what inspired me to kind of go that route. It was kind of perfect timing with that. It was crazy how that worked out when he reached out to me. So shout out to Austin Nico. I want them to be inspired to not be afraid to deal with their demons. Everybody has demons. Everybody has issues, or not everybody has childhood trauma. You know, some people have the perfect childhood, but everybody goes through something. So I want to encourage every young person who is inspiring to be an actor or whatever they are, some type of artist, a doctor, nurse, whatever you want to be in life, to overcome those obstacles that keep you trapped mentally, because that can really hold you back from reaching your goals and reaching your dreams, like depression, mental illness, abuse, anything that you've been through. Don't be afraid to face it. And that's the message that I'm trying to send in that song.
And that leads me to my next question. You wrote like 8 different feelings or words on the mirror, and you continue to break that mirror. What are those words, and what do those words mean to you? Because I know we live in a time where Black people always deal with mental health, and it's kind of like the craze right now, like protect mental health or friends and everything like that. And sometimes it's not sincere, but hearing your song and hearing the music and the message that you just relayed, what are those words, and from your story, what is it that you went through with those separate words?
So with those words, most of those words were things that I went through. Some of those words were things that, you know, some of my friends went through, or some of my family that I know that went through that stuff. I kind of wrote that song for everybody, you know. Like for me, the mental illness, depression, bipolar disorder, like all that stuff, I've had to deal with that. I've dealt with suicide attempts. I've dealt with not feeling good enough. Growing up as a dark-skinned Black girl in the United States, we are always marginalized. We're always at the bottom of the category. I had to deal with all that, you know, not being first pick. You know, that's the place that I went into when we shot that scene, because I was doing it not just for myself, but for those people who had to deal with those other Black girls that deal with it. You know, not just the dark-skinned Black girls, but light-skinned, whoever's dealing with that type of mental illness. What was the other thing I wrote down? Anxiety, abuse. Everybody's, I don't care what nobody say, everybody's dealt with some type of abuse in their life. Any type, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, some kind of abuse. Everybody's dealt with that. So I was just kind of just zoning out and just beating the hell out of that mirror for everybody's sake.
You could drop a gem to the people that are listening to your song and pick one of those lines out of your song. What would be that line that connects the most with you?
Oh. I never thought about that. Oh
yeah, you're gonna have to pull up to Kickback Talks.
You shattered on contact. You shattered on contact. No matter how hard you try, you can't break me tonight. You shattered on contact was basically saying, like, even though you tried to hate, even though you tried to take me out of here, it didn't work. And I think that's what really resonated with me when I was writing that part. And that's why I kept repeating it at the end, because as I was recording it, I really zoned out on that part. And I think a lot of people can really relate to that when they go through their whatever they're going through, their obstacles, or whatever situation it may be, and they come out on top. They can all say, you shattered on contact. You shattered on contact. Break My Soul is for everybody.